Hey everybody, welcome back to Champ & Sons and our NCAA 24 series here with the North Texas Mean Green, as we have got a Saturday night primetime matchup against a rival, an in-state rival at that, Rice, just right down the road on I-45 for about 3 hours, give or take. three hours to get you over to Houston from the Denton area. So this is going to be I'm not going to say difficult game. Rice is really 1-6 on the season, and we've bounced back incredibly well after the losses to Georgia and Tulane. They're pretty quick, so we're doing fairly decent. Right, we're on a little bit of a roll here, and it's one of those things we just need to keep this thing going. We are 5-3 on the season. A win here in this first game gets us bowl eligible, which is going to be a big thing for us. So far, we've won 3 games in a row. We need to try to keep that going. And here we are on the opening drive of the first quarter as we hand that one off to Attaway up the middle, and he's going to pick up 3 yards on that option right there, as Gunnell handed that one off with the way Rice played that defense. And the 3-3-5 sometimes can make the option game a little difficult, just with where those linebackers come from. And so now 2nd and 7 in the shotgun formation. Gunnell, play action. Rolls out to the right. Fires it. He's got a man deep down the right side. It's caught by Burns. Touchdown, Mean Green. 59 yards. Oh, my goodness. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. That's how you want to get a game started. Off the play action, Gunnell rolls out to his right, and they just forgot about Burns running down the sideline there. And he was all alone, and Gunnell nailed him with it. And 59 yards later, they lead 7-0. So here we are now later in the first quarter, still leading 7-0 in a pistol formation with the 1st and 10. Hand that one off to Attaway. He's got a big hole open over the middle. Cuts down and keeps going. He's breaking tackles. Attaway down the side at the 20-yard line, and is finally brought down after a gain of 44 yards. What a run by him, as he was able to take off. Great blocking, especially in the second level, coming from the wide receivers. And once our linemen got down to the linebackers, kind of sealed everything off, and he had some good open space there to take that one 44 yards. So now inside the red zone here, Gunnell's going to be in a shotgun, 4 wide. Has the snap, hands it off to Attaway going left, cuts it back up to the right and up the middle. Nowhere really to go on that one, and he stopped after a gain of 2 yards. So after that big rush, 52 yards on 4 carries for Attaway so far tonight. A pretty good showing for him early on. So 2nd and 8. It's going to be a shotgun formation once again. It's going to be an option. Hands it off to Attaway up the middle. He's got space. Breaks off one tackle and comes spinning to the ground at about the 3-yard line, picking up 12 yards on that rush. Attaway making his name known in this one for sure. So now 1st and goal here inside the 5-yard line. We're about the 3.5. Going to be in a shotgun, 4 wide. Hand it off to Attaway up the middle, and Rice is able to block that one off and hold him to just a simple 1-yard rush right there. So good job by that Rice out defense to kind of stuff those holes and stop him from going anywhere. 2nd and goal now, just under 2 minutes remaining in the first quarter. We're spreading them out 3 wide in the shotgun once again. Gunnell has the snap. Play action. Blitz gets there. And actually it wasn't the blitz. That was a guy coming off the end. He got there so quickly I thought they had to have blitzed. But no, he just comes pretty much unblocked. I'm not going to say he came untouched, because I think he bumped off the guy, our left tackle, but comes in completely unblocked, and James gets the sack to bring him down at the 9-yard line, making it 3rd and goal here. Now, our main thing, do not have a turnover. Let's end this drive with a 2-score lead is our biggest thing. 3rd and goal. Gunnell on the shotgun. Has the snap. Fires it over to the left side. He's got Roberts lowering his shoulder into the end zone. Jake Roberts for the touchdown. Oh, my goodness. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. And with that, Grant Gunnell is 5 of 5 for 94 yards, and that's his 2nd touchdown tonight. What a showing by him, and what a physical catch and run by Roberts. Now we're going to advance on up to the second quarter, and after a score and a turnover, Rice is right back in this thing, trailing by 4. The score is 14-10 as we hand that off to Damon Ward, who cuts it up the middle for 5 yards on the end around. So we did end up, Rice did score a touchdown, and then we fumbled the kickoff, which led to Rice scoring a field goal. And so that's how you kind of see the score where it is at this point. So 14-10, just about 5 minutes remaining in the second quarter. Gunnell drops back. He's got Attaway on the screen. He's got blockers in front of him. Cuts out breaking, more tackles. And Attaway picks up 20 yards on that screen pass. A great job to follow those blockers and find that little opening that he can squeeze right through. Gunnell, good job backpedaling and putting on a decent throw to him. That pressure was coming real quick, and he was able to get that pass off without much of a hindrance. So 1st and 10 now at the 26-yard line on the plus side of the field here. As we're going to come set, we're going to be 4 wide in a shotgun formation. Jackson and Burns are in the slot right. It's going to be an option keeper. Gunnell up the middle, pushing forward. And Gunnell comes down after a gain of 7 yards. Proving his toughness, he does not go down easily anytime he takes off with the ball. So 2nd and 3 now, just inside the red zone at about the 19.5, I guess you could still say 20-yard line. Gunnell's going to be all alone in the backfield, 5 wide. He play actions, throws it over to Tommy Bush over the middle, and he picks up 17 yards. It looked like he was going to take off for a second, and that kind of froze those linebackers, but not too much. They didn't seem too concerned about his taking off there. But Gunnell able to find the opening, and just he's got the arm to whip that ball in there. Something that we didn't see from Austin earlier in the season. Gunnell definitely is going to be our guy, and he's proving that so far in this season. So 1st and goal, a goofy-looking shotgun handed off to Attaway. Bouncing off tacklers and into the end zone for the touchdown. Oh, my goodness. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. He went right up the gut. There was nowhere to go, and he bounces it outside, or basically bounced off the tackler and right into the end zone. He didn't have enough space to go all the way outside. So now here later in the second, 1 minute remaining. We hand that one off to Attaway coming up the middle. He cuts it to the left. He's going to break a tackle. Attaway's down the sideline at the 20, at the 10, stiff arming and brought down at the 6. The score is still 21-10 as we did get the stop on Rice, and that gave us another shot. And so now with just under a minute, Oscar Attaway breaks loose for another big-time run. He's already over the century mark in this game, and that sets us up with a perfect opportunity to get our 4th touchdown of the first half. So from the 7-yard line, 1st and goal. Clock is moving, just under 40 seconds. Gunnell in the pistol formation, has a snap. He drops back, throws it out to the right corner. He's got Damon Ward! 7 yards for the touchdown in the back corner of the end zone. Oh, my goodness. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Great catch by Ward to keep his feet in bounds. But what a throw by Gunnell to drop that one into place. And now they're going to review it. You got to be kidding me. He goes up for it, Ward. And he does come down inbounds, just barely, by an inch maybe. But he comes down inbounds. That's going to be Gunnell's 3rd touchdown pass of the first half. Okay, he was 10 of 11 for 194 yards and 3 touchdowns in the first half, giving us this 28-10 lead. Now here in the second half, Gunnell takes off and is going to be hit hard and brought down after a 2-yard rush. Looks a little slow to get up, but hey, he is rising to his feet, so that's something that we really need to see. Now 6 minutes to go in the third quarter. We still lead 28-10. We are at the 40-yard line of Rice on the plus side with a 2nd and 8 now. As we're trying to figure out how do we want to attack this this defense. And we're going to come out spreading them in a 4-wide shotgun formation. Jackson and Burns slot right. Gunnell, play action, drops back. He's got it, man. Fires it deep as he's hit. Burns once again for the touchdown. Oh, my goodness. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Burns just had too much speed for them to stick with him. But look at that. Gunnell takes a colossal shot as he released that ball. Great job to get it off on point still. But he did get hit hard, and Gunnell is down. Gunnell is down. Austin would come in. Now, the score wouldn't change much from that point. Gunnell did remain out for the rest of that game, and it turns out he's actually got broken ribs. He's going to be out for about 10 weeks. The next time we'll be able to see him, since we are now bowl eligible, is most likely going to be the bowl game. So Gunnell, tough kid, delivered a shot on point, Really carried us to the win in this one. Austin came in, we were able to squeeze out a field goal, but we're going to have to go back to reviewing how we run our offense now that Gunnell's not in there. He doesn't have this kind of accuracy to drop that ball in Austin doesn't have this kind of accuracy to drop that ball in like Gunnell did on that back corner end zone pass, and even this one under pressure, taking the hit and getting himself hurt. It was quite a blow to see him be down like that, but we had a big enough lead. I'm not too worried. Wasn't too worried that Rice would come back on us. Our defense seemed to be playing well enough. But now we have the issue of how do we continue. So here comes UTEP, and yes, I know they have their goofy little bug in the revamp stuff that I have downloaded. UTEP is having, I don't know whose helmets those are, but they are pretty weird. Now UTEP is 1-3 in conference play, 4-4 on the season. Now we're 4-1 in conference, 6-3 overall right now in the Conference USA West. UTSA and Tulane are still ahead of us. Tulane did beat us earlier in the season, so we need them to lose at least 2 of their next 3 games, give or take, or 4 games. No, it should only be 3. They need to lose 2 of their next 3, and we have to win out to have any shot at making a conference title game here in just our first season as the offensive coordinator. But to move closer to that, we got to start putting points up on the board, so we're going to jump into this one against the UTEP Miners here at home at Apogee Stadium. In the first quarter, Austin takes off on that option keeper, picking up 7 yards. The game is still tied at 0. We had to punt our first go-around, and so did UTEP with our first possessions. So 2nd and 3 now, just around the midpoint of the field. Austin comes set with 2 backs in the backfield. It's going to be a triple option. He gets the toss out to Ragsdale, who's got a big opening. Missing 1 tackle, breaking another. Still continuing down the sideline. Ragsdale, and then he fumbles it, but it goes out of bounds. Woo-hoo. Got a little lucky there. Ragsdale for 36 yards. Took a big shot by Taylor. I guess he did not see him coming, and it did knock the ball loose, but the ball does drift out of bounds. And so it'll be taken back to where he went out of it, or where he got hit at. So now at the 16-yard line, after that big-time gain, we're coming out in a pistol formation once again. Attaway and Ragsdale in the backfield. Attaway's in motion. Austin drops back. Blitz comes. He delivers it to Jair Shorter over the middle, who's going to get about 12 yards on that one, his first catch of the day, and that does give us a 1st and goal here at the 4-yard line. Attaway's playing pretty decent right now. He hasn't had the turnover yet in this game. Now we're still early, but we got to be careful and play a lot smarter with him. I think Gunnell, we could take more chances. Attaway not so much, as we try to hand that one off to, Austin not so much, as we handed it off to Attaway going right, but he just kind of ran into his blockers. Not a whole lot of movement by this line, and so he is brought down for a 2-yard loss. Now back to the 6. Here with a 2nd and goal. Austin going to be in a shotgun. 2 backs, 3 wide. Has the snap. Fires it quickly to Damon Ward over the middle, who's going to get it for the touchdown. Oh, my goodness. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Coming in on that slant pattern, Austin delivered it on point right into that opening, into that gap. The defense closed quick, but obviously not quick enough, and that would give us a quick 7-0 lead. However, UTEP would erase that, and it'd get the game tied up at 7. So now here we are in the second quarter, about 4.5 minutes to go. Austin keeping it on the option, and he picks up about 11 yards on that rush. He's got 15 yards in total on the afternoon. But we are on the move at the 37-yard line on the plus side of the field here, as we come out set in a shotgun 4 wide, Attaway in the backfield, offset to the right. Austin has a snap, drops off the screen pass. Attaway breaking 1 tackle, not able to get away from the others, picking up 5 yards. And that was a tough 5 yards. He had to really get free from that defensive lineman, which is not the easiest thing to do. Could have been stopped for a 2-yard loss, but he picks up a 5-yard gain on the play. So 2nd and 5. We're going to be in the shotgun formation once again, 3 wide. It's going to be an option keeper. Austin up the middle, and he picks up 9 yards on that carry. And that's going to give us a fresh set of downs here with a 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line. Austin, his throwing stats are not that good. He's definitely being a kind of a hindrance compared to Gunnell to our offense, but we've got to get him warmed up. We've got to be able to throw with him. And now he finds Roberts bouncing off a tackler. Jake Roberts off the play action went into the flat, and it looks like he just saw the lane and took off down the sideline. And Austin does a great job to find him. And then Roberts lowering his shoulder into the defender and bounced off of him for the touchdown, and that would give us a 14-7 lead. So here in the third quarter with the same lead, 14-7, Austin drops back, rolls out to his right, fires it deep down the side. He's got Burns, who had some space, 49 yards, big-time play, Austin to Burns, and a good job by Austin to see him getting free. He rolled out to the right and give himself time, and then he found him coming free and delivered a pass actually kind of on point, best he could, 49 yards down the field. Did look like Burns had to slow up some, but still a great play by both of those kids. And we are now in scoring territory at the 8-yard line. Now 1st and goal. Austin drops back and almost throws an interception. Who did not see the linebacker sitting right there. That's a dangerous one. Got to be careful. Got lucky right. Got lucky on that play. So now 2nd and goal. Going to be in a shotgun 2-back set. Hands it off to Attaway. Going to the right side, and they kind of bottle him up on that one. And he picks up only a gain of a couple yards. Attaway's got 58 yards on 9 carries so far today. We probably need to look to get him a little bit more involved, but the defense is keen on him with how big of part of our offense as he's been this season. 3rd and goal in the shotgun. Austin drops back. He hits shorter. Could not break a tackle. Nowhere near the end zone. Picks up just about a couple yards, and that's going to force us to kick a field goal. Now, thanks to a turnover, UTEP's been able to climb right back into this thing and get it tied up here in the 4th quarter. Austin on the move, though, as he dropped back for the play action, and we just could not get our blocking down. Kelton Moss, coming from the defensive line, gets the sack, and that's going to push us back quite a ways to make it 2nd and 18. This is a tied ball game, 17-all here in the 4th quarter, 8.5 minutes remaining, and we just got sacked back to the 45-yard line. Austin's going to be in a shotgun. 3 receivers left. Has the snap. Scans over. He fires it over. He's got shorter over the middle for about 17 yards. Good job to find him in that little gap. And, normally I probably wouldn't have thrown it with him there, but we have to push the ball down the field a little bit. And that's going to make it 3rd and 1, and he did come through for us on that throw. So 3rd and 1. We are 3 for 9 so far this evening on 3rd down conversions, so we're going to have to get a little bit more efficient with that. So 3rd and 1, handed off to Oscar up the middle. He's got space and spinning forward and brought down finally after a big gain to get that 1st down. Attaway's got 81 yards on 12 rushes so far. So inside the red zone at the 17-yard line, we do have ourselves a 1st and 10. And now here we're going to come to the line in a shotgun formation, 3 wide, Burns in the slot left. It's going to be a handoff to Attaway up the middle, bounces off his blockers, and is brought down after a 1-yard gain. I don't know what the deal is with our running game. It's been pretty solid for us all season. For some reason, we are struggling with this one, and we got to keep at it, though. Got to keep trying to wear them down. So 2nd and 9 in a pistol formation this time. Sends Attaway in motion. Austin has the snap. Fires it over to Ragsdale, running left. Cutting up, and he's brought down after a gain of about 8 yards. And so that's going to make it 3rd and 1. Ragsdale with his first completion on the day. Austin is 14 of 24 for 175 yards, but he does have the 2 touchdowns, which, let's face it, is the reason why we are tied. So back out in a shotgun, 3 receivers. Burns off to the right side. He drops back. He fires over to Shorter, who picks up enough for the 1st down and is almost able to roll into the end zone, but he's brought down at the 1-yard line. Shorter now 42 yards on 5 catches. So 1st and goal from the 1. We're going to come out in a pretty hefty I formation. 2 tight ends, both to the right side. Under center, handoff to Attaway up the middle into the end zone for the touchdown. Oh, my goodness. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. So Attaway makes it 24-17 here, as our defense would get one more stop, and now we have an opportunity to finish this game. In the pistol formation with the 1st and 10, handed off to Attaway up the middle. He's at the 30, cuts it back over to the right side, and is brought down after a gain of 11 yards. 2 minutes remaining in this one. And UTEP just used their final timeout on that play. Clock did stop with the 1st and 10, but only temporarily. And so they used that final timeout, figuring if they can get a stop on this one. Ward is out with back spasms for 2 quarters. Okay, well, he'll be back next week. And we got the final 2 minutes. I don't think we're going to stress about needing him in this one. Austin rolling right, breaking tackles. Great job by Austin on that play. He had the snap, rolled out to the right, and you get nervous whenever he does that he's going to possibly injure himself. But he does take it. He's tough enough, and he actually holds on to it, taking those shots, and picks up 8 yards on that rush. So now 2nd and 2 from the pistol formation once again. Austin has the snap, hands it off to Adway, who's hit in the backfield and brought down. Oof, that was rough. That was rough. Adaway's got 91 yards on 16 carries. He does have the 1 touchdown earlier to give us this separation at 24-17. So now 3rd and 5. The clock is moving. We're at about a 2nd difference. So that's kind of tough, but I still want to I'd still rather get the 1st down right here. Now Austin has the snap, drops back. He fires over to Ragsdale on the right side. Why didn't he go to Adaway with the screen? There was a screen pass called, and he didn't go with him. Okay. All right. I mean, that wasn't the greatest decision. But, hey, we come out with a win. That is our 5th consecutive win on the season. Well, 5th consecutive win so far. All right, we are 7-3 on the year right now. This is a good job by this team to really bounce back after the Georgia-Tulane back-to-back losses. 27-17 is how this score finishes up. Great job by our receivers to come through. Our offense is going to take some time. You know, this is our first full game back since the beginning of the season with Austin as our quarterback. We are going to have to use him for the rest of the remainder of the regular season. So we're going to have to make our adjustments where they need to be fit in, right? We'll do that as we go. Now, I will say with this 5-game win streak going, definitely remember to hit the subscribe button if you have not hit it already, and then hit that little bell icon to be notified of all of our uploads so you can follow us through the remainder of this regular season and then into season number 2. As we have 5 wins in a row, continuing to try to close out our regular season with one more episode before a bowl game. And we'll see how that goes, as we do have to play the number 18 team, UTSA Roadrunners, but we will be at home for that one. So be sure to join us for that episode, everybody. I will see y'all then. So as always, stay safe, y'all. And, well, y'all know how it goes by now, right? Later, y'all.